Jason Ross, Responsible Wood, the Australian Standard for Sustainable Forest Management and the PEFC National Governing Body for Australia, and I'm the Marketing and Communications Officer. For me, circular economy is all about chain of custody, about the production and the consumption and the renewal of timber-based products. So we developed the Australian Standard for Sustainable Forest Management, but I want to talk to you about the chain of custody, which carries that sustainable forest management scheme through the supply chain. So we actually provide the sustainable benchmarks for all timber and paper-based products through that supply chain. For us, circular economy is all about verifying and reusing sustainable-based products. A circular economy reduces carbon emissions by promoting sustainable-based forest products, which are carbon positive, which can be reused and renewed for future use. The benefits of circular economy and our standards enable certified companies such as Weathertex, which holds AS4707, which is the responsible chain of custody, to demonstrate the sustainable credentials of their products as they are sustainably grown and Australian made. The importance of the circular economy and that certification can be used to verify, in accordance with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, that Weathertex sources their timber from sustainably managed forests and is maintained through a verifiable and quantifiable chain of custody and supply chain. There is no more important industry than the building and construction sector when it comes to the circular economy, whether through embodied carbon or operational carbon. The difference between embodied carbon and operational carbon is that embodied carbon is absorbed in the manufacturing, production and growth of the forest-based product, whereas the operational carbon is spent through the duration of its life cycle. The biggest challenges and opportunities within the building industry is to properly embrace sustainable products. There are many organisations and many guides, such as the Sustainable Procurement Guide developed by the Australian Government, which enable and provide the benchmark for companies to embrace the circular economy. The challenge for that, though, is to actually increase the knowledge of the circular economy and get more building professionals, designers and specifiers to fully embrace those principles. The Australian Government supports the circular economy through the development of the Commonwealth Procurement Guidelines and acts such as the Illegal Logging Prohibition Act, which ensures that timber imported into the country is sustainable and legal at its source of origin. Of course, the challenge associated with that is enforcement, and we need to do more as a collective to try to actually increase the knowledge of those acts and get more regulatory pressure from the government. Responsible Wood would like to see more specifiers formally requesting a PEFC or responsible claim on products, so that companies such as Weathertex, who are verifiably certified through our scheme, can demonstrate the sustainable credentials of their products. When it comes to the circular economy, the performance of the Australian building and construction sector is relatively varied. In the commercial construction sector, we've made some significant grounds. However, when it comes to the residential sector, we have much ground to make up. Responsible Wood is the national governing body for PEFC in Australia, and through that process, we developed the Australian Standard for Sustainable Forest Management and the associated chain of custody for forest products standard. Those standards provide evidence that products are sustainably grown and Australian made. Companies such as Weathertex, who use our certification, can demonstrate the sustainable credentials of their products.